5,000 GPH. GPH. 5,000 GPH, lower end of box, dirty sand with gold. Gold now showing. Showing 5,000 GPH. Gold showing shutdown 5,000 GPH. Gold now showing restart. High-speed work down. 5,000 GPH. High-speed work down after 2 minutes. 230. More material. shop for water clean. Clean water restart. Clean water restart. Material, 5,000 VPH, 3,000 frames a second. Heavy load. Rock. Flow interruption. After flow interruption. Minus 30s, minus 50s, minus 50s. Hey guys, it's Doc, and we put some jet dry in here. We just did a gold overload test where we were cleaning out some concentrates and test material that we had, and we figured we'd just run a real heavy batch of gold, lots of gold, but we only focused the gold on about a strip that was about 3 inches wide on the mat and 2 sections long. So if we focus the camera here on this section, we were dumping the gold right in front of it, because otherwise this section would grab it. It grabs it so well. But it was done at 500 GPH on a 10-inch sluice. And we know we've got some big gold in here. That's really not what we're looking for here. What we're looking here for is we're really looking for some of the fines in here, and we know we could easily see 30s and 50s, but we're gonna pull down and see if we can see some smaller stuff. So I may have to get my old man jeweler's eye out here in a minute. There's some right there. I'm starting to see some minus 50s there. And this was at 5,000 GPH. It was a 10-inch sluice, 1.5-inch pitch, and mainly did, when we ran the gold, it was just the UR mat alone, and that was it. Again, concentrated on really just 1 or 2 sections of the mat, only about 3 inches wide. So I'm gonna pull some down and see if I can find some for you. But one of the things we wanted to talk to you about was, of course, fine gold. Everyone wants to find fine gold, and they want to use powerful equipment. Excuse me, there's a bunch of fines right here. And that's the one nice thing about the UR mat, is that it doesn't create turbulence and it just skims those lower heavy materials. Now, this was quite a challenge, and I'll tell you why, because it was about 70% heavies. So this wasn't a bunch of light material, this was heavy material. A lot of black sand, probably about 60-70% black sand and heavies, and then medium material mixed in. There really weren't a whole lot of lights in here. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous. It's almost a little ridiculous. You can see all the gold up here. There's quite a bit of gold in here. But like I said, this was a variety of test batches we had done. And I'm having fine gold actually slip past here now. I mean, I've got a minus 30 there, minus 30 there. I've got a minus 50 sitting right next to it. There's a little minus 50 right there. I say this all the time, and I'm pretty careful with it, that dog poo, if you put a bunch of dog poo in your sluice, dog poo can catch this big gold. We know the mat's going to catch the big gold. That's not my concern. What I'm looking at is I'm looking at the finer stuff. I'm looking at these are probably minus 30s. Same thing here. That's probably, I don't know, minus 20 or whatever you want to call it. But I mean, here's a minus. You can probably see that little piece right there. You can see probably that little piece right there. And I mean, that's close to a minus 50. There's a minus 30 next to it. I'm going to be blowing out a lot of gold here as I do this, so just have patience with me. But you can see weird shaped gold in here. You can see the little, it's got a big hook to it, looks like a J shape of it. And this is gold from everywhere. This is not just Georgia gold. This is a mixture of gold. We actually bought gold from all over the country and Canada. And from Canada, from Alaska, from California, we have some from Georgia mixed. This is all types of gold. So it's not just our gold here locally. This is gold from all over. So we have some of our own gold that we found in here, but we also have mixed in gold of different sizes, shapes, textures, makeup from everywhere else too. So but I want you to see that piece right there in particular. Let's see if I can get you to see that one. But that's the kind of piece that I want you to see. That is a minus, we're right at a minus 50. And I've got a minus 50 here, I've got a minus 30 here. And this is 5,000 GPH, so it's 500 gallons per inch, 1.5 inch pitch just on the UR mat alone. There's a little teeny 100 sitting right there. You can barely see that thing. But we wanted to do a gold overload on the mat, where we actually overloaded the mat with heavy sand and gold, real heavy material. And you can start to see, hopefully you can see these up in here. Hopefully you can see those up in here. But I've got a little teeny minus 50 there, minus 30. That's the kind of stuff we want to see. We don't care about the big gold necessarily. We know it's going to catch gold, you know, quarter inch and down. But the whole purpose of running tests like this is to say, okay, what's it going to do under very high flow rates with fine gold? And, you know, is there a sweet spot on the mat? What's the sweet spot where you have very good exchange, rapid exchange, which is what you want. You want a rapid exchange. But at the same point, you don't want to have an over exchange. So it really is a play situation where you play with it. That's the kind of stuff that we want to see. That's right at a minus 100. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that, but that's about a minus 100 right there. That's the gold we want to see in here, gold. There's definitely a minus 100. I'm almost positive you can't see that thing, but I'm going to try. tiny, tiny dot right now. I've pulled down from here, just so you know, I've pulled down a ton of that fine gold already to sit down in here. I'm not really trying to hold it, I'm just working through the gold right now. There's a lot of gold in here. But I mean, hopefully, let's see if you can get that piece right there. I'm gonna try to tilt it a certain way. I'm talking about, I don't know if you can see it or not. There's a little teeny, that's a -100. And I've got them all, I've seen them all through here. That's what I want to see at 5,000 GPH, UR matte only. That's the kind of stuff we want to see. Here's some more. There's another little piece. There's another little piece right there. I'm not even pointing at this stuff because, I mean, that stuff is -30. I don't even care about that right now. It's really not what I'm talking about. Well, that's a nice little nugget there. So, really what I wanted to, what we really wanted to demonstrate today was that it's a variety of gold. There's a sweet spot on this mat. And you can change it. It really has to do with water velocity on the mat. It has to do with water velocity on the mat, where you want to get that exchange going, very high exchange rate, so it happens quickly. So light material passes by, it grabs the gold, it grabs the heavies. But the nice thing about this mat, again, this is what I'm really trying. I'm going to try and do this one more time. But there's a little teeny piece of -100 gold right there. I'm going to dump water all over myself. Right above my fingertip, there's a piece of -100, and then you can look and you can see that big old chunk right there. And that's the great thing about this mat is it's going to catch. It's going to catch, and there's another little piece -100 right here. I doubt we'll be able to get that, but what the heck. -100 there, -100 there, and then big old chunks up here. And like I said, dog poo can catch the chunks. I don't care about that. I know the mat's going to catch the fine stuff. But again, the whole point to this exercise was UR matte only, 5,000 GPH. So we're running 5,000 gallons per hour across a 10-inch sluice, 1.5-inch pitch, and we're catching all sizes of gold. And as you saw in this, and I was close to the end of the sluice, so I had a little bit higher water flow. I was at the end of the sluice, and I only had the opportunity about 12 inches of matting to catch this gold. I didn't have a whole mat. So I was working the so I guarantee you with all the rubbing and everything I did on this mat this time, we did blowouts, we did flow interruption, I guarantee you that there's some gold in that bucket down there. I mean, if there's not, I'll be shocked, but I mean, we really pushed it and pushed it and pushed it. But this is what we like about it, right here. Not that piece, there's a piece right there, teeny, size of a pinhead, right above my finger. Tiny little piece of gold right there. Not that piece, that piece. That's what I want to see. I want to see that. I want to see that piece right here. Hopefully you can see it right above my fingertip. Teeny, maybe a 100. Another little teeny piece right there. Another little small piece right here. Again, not that one, this one. That's probably a -50. But that's the kind of stuff we like. Thanks guys, hope you enjoyed some of our boring footage.